So our funnel looks pretty similar to what Mike described, so just to calibrate you in. We see about 700 deals a year. Looking at people's calendar, it feels like we meet about 2 companies a week, so 700 deals goes to 100 meetings, and then we do about 5 deals a year, so the odds are pretty grim at the beginning. And I guess my advice to you is to know what you're trying to accomplish with each step in the process. So, for instance, when you meet me afterwards or submit a plan, the idea is to move to the next step. The goal is to get a meeting. You're not going to get an investment. The goal is to push the process forward. So, in the first step, how do you do that? And I wish I had a better answer, but what we like to see, if we're seeing 700 deals a year, we're not going to read your whole business plan cover to cover unless we get excited by it. And one of the things that we look for are the people. And that's sort of the easiest way for us to use a surrogate for how smart your idea is, because it's going to take us a long time to figure out if your idea is really smart. So an introduction from somebody who we know and respect, who say, yeah, I know these guys, I know the plan, that's good, and your background is real important. Those are kind of the key things. And then we do look at the business and decide whether we want to move forward. When we go to that next step, the meeting stage, what's the goal? The goal is to get us to roll up our sleeves and due diligence and really spend some time and resources understanding what you're doing. And there, in the life sciences, and this may be different in other businesses, you're facing a kind of a nasty mathematical equation that says it costs something like $800 million to develop a drug. It takes 12 to 15 years, and 1 out of 10 drugs that go into the clinic end up coming out successfully marketed drugs. So you add all those together, and your odds as a drug developer are pretty slim. And so what we're looking for, and the good news is if you're a successful drug, it's a real home run. So what we're looking for are the reasons why your company is going to beat the odds and be better, faster, and cheaper. And so I think that may be applicable across a lot of industries. But as we look to move into the diligence phase, we've got to have a clue as to why you've got a really good chance of being successful.